Hey y'all, it's Rissa, baby, and I'm back. I know y'all miss me, but y'all, before we end this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, run my likes, run my comments. You already know what this is. It's your girl, and yeah. Okay. Alright, y'all, so many of y'all may know, may not know, so I have a husband, I am married, I am a wife. Um, my husband and I met 10 years ago in 2000, well, almost 11 years ago in 2013. We started dating right away, like, as soon as we met, we started kicking it, hanging out, and we started dating. And then, lo and behold, like, things happened. He had to come back home to Barbados, and I followed him. We got married, and I've been here since 2018. Yeah, since 2018 when we got married. Things have been good. If you guys know us, you know that we are a couple that we're always together. We're like this, like my husband's like my best friend. Like, we do everything together. We're always together. Like, we're just like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like my homie and my best friend and my husband all at the same time, if you guys like understand what I'm saying. So yeah, so like we're really, really close. We kind of have like the same beginnings of life. I mean, he was born premature, I was born premature. They weren't expecting him to survive, they weren't expecting me to survive, and lo and behold, we are, like, we're grown. Like, you understand, like, we are here, we conquered. Listen, the devil tried to have us, but Jesus said, they are mine. Like, can I get an amen? Like, amen. But yeah, so we really bonded off of that, and we had like a really strong bond. But listen, when I tell you, people don't like to see you shine, people don't like to see you happy, people don't like to see you doing better than them. Like, I'm telling you, people, they could be smiling in your face and really plotting to stab you in your back. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, if you guys have heard that saying before. So what had happened was, so I go, like, my husband and I aren't really together during the day because I go to work, he does what he has to do, and then we can like connect back like maybe in the evening. So I had a friend that I used to like go and like say hi to every morning, talk a little bit, and then head to work. So I remember one day I went to talk to him, and he's like he's a mature man. Like, he's older than me. Like, he's old enough to be my father. But you know what I mean? Like, we have that respect. We have that respect where, you know, like that's my friend. So I would talk to him, and I spoke to him last week, Thursday I went to go and talk to him, and he told me that he heard some stuff. So I was like, okay, like, what did you hear? And let me tell y'all, this friend is a friend that can't keep his mouth shut. If he heard some tea, if he knows some news, oh, trust me, he's telling you. So like, he knows, like, I'm not gonna say he knows everybody's business, but like, he talks a lot of shit. So he's like, oh, I have something to tell you. So I was like, okay, what do you have to tell me? He told me that he heard that my husband was doing some underhanded cheating shit with multiple women. Now, when I heard this, I automatically was like, I was hurt, because number one, you're telling me that my husband is cheating on me. Number two, my husband in the past was known to be like a ladies' man and like very flirtatious and always had a new woman, and like he was a cheater, a dog, like however you guys want to say it. That's what he was back in the day. Like, before he met me, he was like a womanizer. So I was like, wow, like, he really like played in my face. And I wasn't crying at the fact that, you know, what he did. I was crying at the fact, like, yo, we've been together for 10 years, like, since I was 21. I'm 32 now. Like, you were 27. You're almost 37 now. Like, it's a lot of time wasted. Like, why did you, like, waste my time if you didn't even, like, really fuck with me like that? Like, you wasn't, like, you didn't love me like that. And it's not like we never had this conversation before. We had this conversation before we got married, when we were engaged. Like, we had this conversation, like, yo, like, are you for real? Like, is this what we really want? Like, do we want to be together? If you don't want to be with me, like, just let me know that you don't want to be with me, and I can go about my business. Like, I can go back home. You can stay here, and, like, you know, like, we'll just be friends. Like, you know what I mean? But we both insisted, like, yeah, we're gonna stick it out, we're gonna be together, we're gonna, like, we love each other, we're gonna stay together. Just for somebody to tell me that he was playing up in my face and had other random bitches, you know what I mean, doing what he gotta do with them other bitches, you know what I mean? So I was really hurt, and I started crying, and I really should have taken this in. So while I'm crying, the man is like trying to console me and rubbing my shoulder and telling me it's okay and don't cry, don't worry. Like, he's like, oh, Rissa, come here, and like trying to get me to lean on him. And at the time, I didn't think of it in like that type of way, like a sexual way. But I thought that he was just being my friend, until I kind of calmed down. And then we were still talking about it a little bit, and I broke down again, and I started crying again, because it's just like, wow, like, a man that I loved and, you know, did so much for, and like literally rerouted my whole life for, could really do me like this. Like, you do me so dirty like this? Me? Like, you gonna do this to me? And yeah, so I started crying again, and it was like my friend, like, it's like he got mad. Like, he was like, oh, Rissa, what did he say? He was like, oh, just forget about him, you don't need to be crying over him, just forget about him, don't worry about him, just forget about him. So I was like, yo, how are you telling me to forget about him? Like, this just happened, we've been together for so long. Like, how am I just supposed to, like, get over him like that? And it was like the man was getting mad, because he was like, man, Rissa, just forget about him now. Just forget about him. And I was like, it was pissing me off at the fact that you would expect me to just brush that off so easily. Like, hello, like, nigga, bitch, I have feelings. So he just walked off, whatever. And then he went into his bedroom, because he was like cooking. So he was like he invited me to like sit down and eat. So I was waiting for the food to be finished so that I can eat and leave, because I'm not gonna help you provide the food and then I don't even get to eat it. So I stayed, because it's like, even though I kind of felt really uncomfortable with the fact that he was like really touchy, and I was like, yeah. So I was waiting for him to finish the food, and then he had like, I think it was like just the gravy that had to finish. So he went in his bedroom, and I don't know, I was just in the front house, like the living room area. I was just sitting there waiting, just chilling, and I brought my dog, so it was like me and Cupcake. And he was in his bedroom, and he was like, oh, Rissa, come here, come with me, come. And I was like, is this nigga for real? That's when it dawned on me, like, nigga, like, bitch, he's trying to make moves on you now that he knows that you and your husband are probably done, because I don't stay with cheaters. My last nigga that cheated on me, it was done. It was a done deal. Like, it was point blank, finished, done, kaput. Like, no more. I will put the story time down below. And that's another thing too, because it's like, yo, my husband knew all the shit that I went through before I, like, before we got together. So for him to even put me through that again, I was like, why wait 10 years to fuck me over? Or he was fucking over my head this whole time and I was just blind. I don't know, y'all. But then, so he told me that I said, so who did you hear this from? He told me he heard this from an elder lady whom is one of my other friend's mother. He's saying that she actually witnessed him cheating. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm not gonna go to the lady because, like, I don't really, like, I don't wanna, like, she's a grown woman. I don't wanna put her through no drama. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's too grown for that shit. So I came home. I was really, really, really upset with my husband. Like, dropping low blows. Like, one thing about me, baby, when I am pissed, I will hurt your feelings with my words. Like, the things that I said to him, I apologize, babe. I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean half the shit that I said. I was just really, really pissed. But nonetheless, I shouldn't have said the shit that I said because it was, like, really low blows. Like, but I told him what I heard, like, a week later. Like, when I'm mad, like, I'm really mad. Like, so I didn't talk to him for a week. Although we're still living in the same house, still sleeping in the same bed, like, I would talk to him, like, yes, no questions or whatever, but it was, like, not no in-depth conversations, if you understand what I'm saying. I was online looking for plane tickets. Like, I was ready to get up and get the fuck up out of here. If that's what you're doing to me, I'm out. So eventually I told my husband what happened and what the man told me. And he said it was a lie. But, like, men are gonna tell you it's a lie. It's like, come on now. So then he said that he went to the females that he supposedly or allegedly had the rendezvous with, that the man told me that he said that he had. So I told him about the females and they said, like, no, that never happened. Like, he even brought me when he asked another girl that he supposedly was rumored to be messing with, and the girl's like, yo, wifey, like, no, that never happened. Like, no, I never did that. Like, what are you talking about? But I was like, yo, you know, bitches is gonna lie. And then he went to the elder lady that we know, who our friend supposedly heard that from, and she was like, what? I don't even talk to that man. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then they were like, oh, are you sure you didn't sleep with him and you're just using this to, you know? And I was like, whoa. I'm not that type of woman. I'm not that type of girl to open up my legs to any and everybody. Like, I'm not that type of girl. I'm married. Like, even if I'm mad at my husband, I can't. Like, I won't cheat. You know how much diseases be out there, child? Please. Okay? So, come to find out, the guy had told the lie because he likes me and he wants, obviously, for my husband and I to break up. Even if we did break up, honey, I would never, ever be looking in your direction as my next spouse, boyfriend, lover, whatever. You can't even touch me with a pinky nail. Ew. No. Like, I know I'm really sweet and I do a lot of things for a lot of people, but don't take my kindness for interest in you, because it was never that. Never that, baby. Like, never that. So now it's like, it's so embarrassing because now it's like the whole neighborhood knows our business. And because, I don't know, it's so embarrassing. But nonetheless, like I said, the devil tried to have us, and Jesus said, you are mine. Because now, like, our relationship is good. We talked about it. It never happened. It's over. Like, not like our relationship is over, but the situation, like, we're just over it. And we're just trying to move on. I no longer speak to that friend that ran his mouth and told me some bullshit lies. So yeah, we're just good. And honestly, y'all, this is just a lesson for me to just trust my instincts and really communicate. Because if I had communicated with my husband rather than giving him the cold shoulder for a whole week, we probably would have resolved this already. And I actually prayed to God. I said, God, if this is not the man for me, let me go home. Like, let there be something in a way where I have no other choice but to go home. So I thought that this was my sign for me to go home, but then it just ended up being a rumor. So I was like, okay. But anyways, y'all, we are good. We are not getting a divorce. We are fine. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going up and up. Hopefully, you know, that makeup sex will equal to a makeup baby. Like, yeah. But anyways, y'all, I'm just sharing this with y'all just to tell y'all to be careful with who y'all confide in. Be careful with who y'all call your friends, because those friends might just be the same people that's waiting for y'all to break up just so they can swoop in and take your shit. Like, on some real shit. But anyways, y'all, I thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna like some like comments. Y'all already know what the fuck this is. Your girl Steady out this bitch. Bye, y'all.